So for this workout, as usual, a nice full body challenge with a couple emphases on working on our plank and our endurance and our mindset around staying up in that plank with really good form for an extended period of time. So what you'll want for this workout is a pretty heavy set of dumbbells for bigger muscle exercises and a kettlebell if you have it, but if you don't have a kettlebell, that's also fine. You can substitute the dumbbell for use. So as usual, you want to start with some good warm-up. So if you want to do some cardio first or just use the warm-up that I'm going to provide for you, that would be great. So always useful, never out of style pelvic tilts. You can either do them laying on the ground or in a standing position. I always like to have people put hands on their hip bones so they can feel the pelvis tip back as you engage, and then tip forward as you release. You want to think about that up and in motion from the pelvic floor right up through the abs, feeling everything engage here, feeling the glutes turn on gently, and then as you release, everything tips forward. Okay, so do whatever feels good for you. 10 to 15 reps one time with this is good. And then moving to the shoulders and just warming up some rotation there, going backwards, going forward. And again, here, anything between 5 and 10 reps is going to be good. And then just taking it into a full arm circle just to get things a little bit more warmed up through that range of motion, and going forward as well as backwards. And then rounding out a nice easy warm up, you can just do some crisscrosses in front of your chest, and then take it to some body weight squats, just noticing how the body feels as you work through these, using really good form regardless of it being a warm-up or not. And then just some nice easy alternating toe touches to round it out from head to toe. So spend maybe about 3 to 5 minutes on your warm-up, just making sure your body feels ready to where it wants to go. And from there, I want you to just come down into a plank position on your forearms. You can never review this form too much. So elbows under shoulders, curl the toes under, flatten the back, pull the shoulders down away from the ears, shoulder blades are in at the spine. And then I want you to squeeze your quads and glutes. Of course, that corset is around your midsection, and I want you to just hold it as long as you can. All right, so here in the studio, we've been using this recently in one of our classes, and the challenge is just to go beyond that point where you think you can't go, and then just do that again and again and again. And after the first time you do this, write down that time, and then each time you do it from there, just try to go a little bit further, or just go as far as you can, and then each time after that, maybe not quite as much, and then just keep doing like a little benchmark check to see how much longer your plank can get every 4 to 6 weeks or so. So it's just kind of a fun activity to do. So after you've completed that, we've got a half a dozen, 6 or 7 strength exercises that we'll use in this workout, and as usual, you can do 3 to 4 sets. Do as many as you're going to get really good form on, or feel free to put them into a circuit format, whatever works best for you. But our first exercise is going to be a curtsy lunge with a little balance in between. So what you're going to do is take those dumbbells, nice strong torso from shoulders to hips, and then curtsy behind, down, and then stand. Okay, back and down, little 1 foot balance pause. All right, so as usual with that curtsy lunge, you want to keep the hips pretty square when you take that foot back and behind you, crossing the midline, and just balance. Okay, so do 8 to 10 on each side for this, and then switch, and same thing on the other side. Weight is solid in that standing foot, well distributed through the whole foot, and that's what you have there. So take a break after you've done 8 to 10 on each side. From there, on the bench, we have a nice mixed press. So we mean mixed grip, or not necessarily mixed grip, but mixed arm position. So as you'll see, one is facing forward, one is facing in with the dumbbells. So one arm is going to come down close to the side, the other one's going to go out a little bit wider. So on one side, you're engaging the bigger muscles primarily. On the other side, you're engaging the smaller muscles primarily. So you can do 8 and then switch and do 8 again. So this will wear you out fast. Since you're technically doing 16 full reps, you're just making a little bit of a position switch. All right. From there, if you have your kettlebell, you can grab a hold of that, and we're going to take it into a squat clean. If you don't have a kettlebell, that's fine. We'll run through how to do it with the dumbbell as well. You're going to hold your kettlebell, you're going to squat down, and then you're just going to pull it up as you rise up out of the squat. Back down, pull it up. It's like a more dynamic formation of the upright row. With that squat in there, we're making it a full body exercise, good core work in here, good lower body work. If you want to do it with the dumbbell, you can kind of find what works for you, but I recommend holding it this way, down and up. Of course, you're not going to really change the hand grip doing it with the dumbbell, but you can still make it dynamic. From there, we're going to go back to both dumbbells for some dumbbell deadlifts. So you want your back super straight, feet solid on the floor, and then just hinge at the hips, working that range of motion to just below the kneecap or maybe mid-shin, but to that point where you're not feeling any negative tension in your low back. So your abs stay braced. You're really going to give the glutes a squeeze as you rise and lower. All right? From there, we're going to go back to the kettlebell again, or you can use dumbbells for a pullover. So the last 2 exercises, you have that option to use the kettlebell or a dumbbell. So for the pullover, you're going to lay flat on a bench or floor, hold the kettlebell or dumbbell whatever way feels most secure for you, sink your shoulder blades and engage your abs right into the bench because we don't want anything lifting up off the surface that you're laying on. And then just reach with a fairly straight arm, not locked, over the head and pull back over the chest. When you come back, just try to keep shoulders and wrists in line. So you're really just bringing that kettlebell or dumbbell straight over the chest, not any further forward than that. Shouldn't be over the belly button, shouldn't be over the hips. And the arms stay fairly straight. And then from there, to wrap it up, we're going to do a pull through with a push-up. So again, kettlebell or dumbbell is completely adequate. You're going to use the opposite side arm, pull through, plant, push up. Pull through, plant, push up. Try to keep your body nice and stable. Not much movement from side to side as you pull through and plant yourself. All right, so that gives you a good workout there. And again, as much time as you want to work out, you can make that work for yourself. So enjoy that and let me know if you have any questions.